All right, guys. Just wanted to come on here and share a little bit about the spreadsheet that I put in the Discord, how to use it, what it does, and what it's for. Right? Tracking levels, confluence, but really having focused and organized sessions. A lot of people track useless shit. Right? You should be building a playbook. You should be building a playbook. You should know what your edge is, where your edge lives. When you look at a chart, you should say, hey, I know this trade. This trade right here, this is a, just for example here, this is a value area low retest coming back in here. I know exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a market structure change. I'm not looking for an SFP. I know that if a 30-minute candle closes above this level, that invalidates my thesis. You should know these playbooks. Just like we love to use the football analogy, quarterback gets the ball, right? He's going to run a pass. Wide receiver isn't open. He is not going to pass, right? He knows that that's it. Shift, pivot, quarterback sneak, or go to the other receiver. You should have these things that invalidate your trades, right? If the quarterback gets the ball, the receiver's covered, he knows that that invalidates the pass. It should be the same thing when you're running a playbook for your trades. You should say, does my edge live here? When the quarterback gets that ball, he knows my edge, I can throw this ball anywhere. And I know that that receiver can catch it if it goes here. Is that an option? No? Okay, pivot, that's it. Maybe he does nothing. Maybe he just touches the ground. The play is over. This is your edge. And I want to go a little bit today about how you're going to build that edge. So this is the beginning of that. And this is basically what this is doing is this is giving you a framework of your day, right? Like this, simply Thursday. Say we open Thursday. The asset I'm looking for is the NQ. The open. The opens inside previous day value. Immediately, I know that we're in a state of balance. I'm looking for range plays, or if I get accepted outside of balance, I'm looking for a continuation. My previous day type, my profiles are either B's, D's, I's, P's, or B's. I'll give you an example of this. Here we go. We're going to get rid of the candles. You know how I love to just get rid of those candles, right? So we say to ourselves, okay, so previous day was, here we have a P, right? What does a P represent? A P represents a sharp move to the upside and then a big volume bust, right? We know that this is either going to be a sweep of the previous low, right? So P's usually result in I's because it's a continuation, right? And then we come here. What did we have? Did we have an uppercase B? No, we had a lowercase b. Boom, bam. Means we came up here, we couldn't build value, so we came back down to previous value. This takes a little bit of time, a little bit of getting to know stuff, but usually your daily profiles are B, your double distribution. You have some volume, you spike up, leaving a single print, and then you have some ranging, right? You have P's. This is where shorts shit the bed. Bam, they come down, boom, and then they find a little range. Or boom, longs go, or shorts get liquidated, price goes up, and then it finds a little bit of a range. This is over time, you will start to see, oh, I usually get a B after a P, or I usually get a this or a that. So trending day type, right? The previous day type was a B. This gives you your framework for the day ahead. What's my environment? My environment is I'm trending up, trending down, or ranging. Ranging, right? What's my daily open? This forces me to not take a trade in the beginning of the day because the first 15 minutes or the first hour of each trading day is where you're going to get your open type. Your open types usually are open, drive. That's where you open the market and bam, you just go somewhere. You go in a certain direction. Or you have an open, test a local level, then drive. Or you have an open, test, or open, rejection, reverse, right? This is another thing I like to do at the beginning of the day. Did we have any unfinished business? So if I come here to the ES, for example, and I come to the most recent day, did I have any unfinished business on the previous day? Yes, I had unfinished business at the lows, but I also had not really that much finished business at the highs. Finished business is classified as 5 single print rows. This is finished business right here. Am I in the way? Yeah, right there. That's finished business. This is unfinished business. What happens when you have unfinished business? Price comes up on up and it finishes business. Is there unfinished business? Yes, at the highs and the lows. We'll skip this, right? What are my decision zones, right? What's going to be my decision? What's my playbook? This is really where you have certain trades that you like to do, right? I like a trend continuation, meaning I catch it on a little dip, continue to rip. Or maybe my thing was a supply demand flip, right? Or maybe a strong confluence in liquidity. Or maybe just a momentum trade, right? You're hitting that boom, 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 breakthrough, catch it. I really don't like those. Did I wait for confirmation? Yes, no, right? Open daily statistic. This is a continuation of the finished business, right? Yeah, we took the highs, or we took the lows, or we took both. What was the daily profile that was formed? So after that, let's say we formed a P. And was the unfinished business resolved? Yes, at the highs. Did I follow my rules today? Yes. What was the outcome? It was a win. Take some notes. Then you can come back here and you can look at the day, how it performed, and then how you performed. Another part that you're going to see in this, and this is in the Discord, is your reaction tracker. This is something that I really like for building up my playbook. So let's say I want to come here to the ES, all right? And I'm only tracking certain things. So I have here level tested. Did I test my naked daily point of control? Did I test a previous day value area high? Did I test a previous day value area low? Was it a previous day point of control? And if I just go, let's say here, I want to test the naked daily point of control. Was there a reaction? Yes, there was a reaction. Was there a drawdown? Yeah, there was about a 25 tick drawdown. And then did it move away? Yes, it moved away 100 ticks. Okay, was there a valid entry? Yes. And was there nearby confluence? Let's say yes. Okay, cool. Let's say a couple days later, you had that same scenario. ES, MPOC, right? Was there a reaction? Yes, there was a reaction. Was there a tick drawdown? Yes, there was a 50 tick drawdown. And then it moved away 300 ticks, whatever, right? Boom. Was the COC offered? Yes. Bam. And was there nearby confluence? Yes. Now, what I have here is I have here my average, my overall stats on this. This is telling me that overall, right? And we want to test this for like 50, 100, 200 times, but I could get a running average, right? I can say, hey, this level has a 100% reaction. The average tick drawdown is 37, and the average ticks away is 200 if there's 100% confluence. I might have to change that. And I'm going to tell you guys, I made this in like 8 minutes. All I did was I went into ChatGPT and I said, do this, do that. And I had to go back a couple of times and make some adjustments. But this is a great thing for you to have that confluence, right? And it forces you to take your stats. Now, the difference between good and great is a razor's edge. And what a lot of people are doing is they're just sitting there observing the market. Either they're over trading, they're just a fucking tourist, or they're tracking useless shit. Only track the shit that moves you forward, right? If you, like, again, we'll go back to the football analogy. The football player isn't doing stupid workouts, right? He isn't doing Pilates, right? He isn't doing ballet. He's throwing the ball every day, right? He doesn't need to curl and make his muscles, his biceps look good. I mean, that's for looks. It's not for performance. What you should be tracking is you should be tracking performance indicators, getting the data that can bring you confidence. Fuck what anybody else does. Fuck what I do. Fuck what you think is useful. Just track the stuff where you go and you look at the chart and you say, this is where my edge exists. This is my statistics on there. I'm going to track this stuff. And you don't have to use this. The whole point of this exercise is that you can design this. I literally made this in like a couple of minutes, right? And anything that just keeps you in the zone, right? If you're going to be a professional trader, you're going to have to track your statistics professionally, but you don't have to have a bunch of useless stuff. It can very much just be yes, no. You're going to see that your job as a trader is to be a pattern recognizer, to be a pattern recognizer. This is why bots don't work well with really trading. This is why good traders can outperform bots, because bots can't read context, right? They only are programmed to do X, Y, right? They're designed to just go like a robot. You have the ability to learn context. But the problem is probably that you are the opposite of a robot. You don't function like a robot, you function with emotion. These types of things will help you balance out the statistics with emotion, right? You're never going to cease to be human. And that human side of it is how you're going to outperform bots. But you have to gather that confidence by gathering up the data and the statistics. This is available in the Discord, and I'll leave the Discord location in the chat. Come on in there, guys. The Discord really just started because it was my personal statistics tracker. But I'm in there if anybody wants to chit chat, trade. If enough people come in there, we can trade live. And I hope you have a great day, guys. All my all until I fall, right? We're going to make this work. You can be a professional trader. You can do this shit. I believe in you, homie. All right, we're out of here.